This is Beau, an 11-month-old golden retriever high on life and running on pure adrenaline. She's friendly, sure, but that doesn't make her behavior harmless. Jumping up on strangers, yanking her owner from curb to curb, and charging up to any dog that she fancies could easily land her and her owner in trouble. But here's the twist. In just a few days during our reactivity seminar in California, we took Beau from full tilt mayhem to calm, controlled, and focused. Stick with me because I'm about to show you exactly how we did it and the surprising first change that set everything in motion.
Reed, tell me about Beau.
She's 14, almost 15 months old, golden retriever.
Yeah.
I got her at 9 months old as a service dog prospect for me.
Yeah.
Because I have various disabilities and chronic illness. Hence this, I'm immunocompromised. She's very smart. She loves to play. She's very food motivated, and she loves people and other animals.
Okay, typical retriever, just wants to be everyone's best friend.
Yep.
I want to be your best friend. I'm just not allowed to right now.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, she loses her shit entirely when there's people or animals involved.
Okay, and she's just super overexcited, wants to be best friends with everyone.
Yeah.
Will she play with you?
Yes.
Sweet. Put her up for me.
Okay.
I've got an idea.
Just 9 years ago, I was a guy that got a dog and was completely out of his depth, and I had to learn how to train that dog. And again, 9 years later, here we are with hundreds of thousands of people watching us on social media every week. I get to travel the world delivering seminars and workshops to people, and that is very much thanks to you. I still see comments all the time, though, of loyal followers saying that they're still not subscribed. So if you could just do me a massive favor right now and just check if you've subscribed. If you haven't, please do. If you don't know, all the money, every single penny that YouTube gives to us, we give it away to a dog-related charity. And so by you subscribing, you're helping dogs. It costs you nothing. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the video.
You want to play?
Yeah, I think playing's a good idea.
Sounds good. Show me how you play, and if I can see any improvements, I'll let you know.
Come on. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Oh, you got it.
Nice. Cool, now you move away from her though, okay?
Okay.
And we, just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Some dogs want to sit down and go through the upper ends of the predatory sequence now and start to dissect and eat and consume. Very simply, put a leash on the dog, keep them moving so they don't get to do that.
Oh.
Yeah, bring her away. Left hand under her collar. Walk towards the toy together.
Okay.
You snatch it just before she gets a chance to get it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
There we go. There we go. Oh, good girl. Good girl. There you go. Come on, Beau. Beau, come on. Let's go, let's go.
That's good.
There you go.
When you're in the tug game, when you're at war, it has to be a two-sided game. Don't statue. She must feel like she has an influence on your behavior. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There you go.
Whoa.
There you go. Oh,
That's it. Good job.
you got it.
Cool. She can win and then move around.
There you go. Okay, come on, Beau.
Now we want to play like a little bit of keep away where we become a secondary target. Dog has the toy, we then run away, and the dog has to be triggered towards chasing us because whilst they have the toy, and then we have a foundations of a retrieve because they come back to us. We just reinstigate the game of tug. She snoozes, she loses. So the dog drops the toy and leaves it behind. We race the dog back into the toy, create a little bit of frustration. All good.
There you go. Girl. Oh, good girl. Good girl, yeah. Oh, you got
Nice. Good job.
it. Good job.
Okay, the game finishes. You say all done.
Okay. All done. Oh, drop. Good girl.
Good job. That should remain somewhere where she can still access it, but she's not allowed to. You want to walk on your left or your right?
On my left.
You have some food for her?
Yeah.
You have a YES, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. To minimize the problems that we spoke about earlier, I want a couple of turns. Yes. And there will be a couple of instances there where some of you might have thought, oh, that's a payable moment. But again, a little bit too close to that pressure. I'm going to very quickly make this slip lead the same as the flat collar if I'm not careful. And so I want a couple of instances where she avoids the end, avoids the end, avoids, yes. Then I'll bring in my payment. Instead of pressure pay, pressure pay, pressure pay. Yes. Just swap places. I'll go stand over there and I'll just coach you through, okay?
Okay.
Got some food on your left-hand side somewhere, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Hand out that food pouch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and just walk. And just turn, go back the other way. Hand to your side for me, just relax. Good. Say yes and pay.
Yes.
Good. Completely avoided the pressure in the first place. Great. We'll reward that. Let pressure do its job. Let reinforcement do its job. Blurring the lines bites us in the ass later on. Perfect example of the ranger type of dog where a little bit of pressure, not going to break this dog at all. Just happy on life. Needs a little bit of shit stirred into the latte. Keep her safe. It's all good. Very nice. Yes?
Yes.
Good. And we can tell the dog's had a very nice foundation of training. Added a tool that gives us a little bit of power steering, as they say. Really nice. Hi. Oh, hi. All
Yes.
good. Nice. Let's go for a walk around the room and just weave in and out and around. And very simply, if she throws herself at a person, you just take her the opposite direction. Now she's looking like a service dog. All good.
You said opposite direction if she...
Yeah, she goes that way, this way.
Okay.
Now go back up to that person and see if she passes the test.
Okay.
Like a really baby-fied version of represent. Good.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Good job. Okay, come up to the toy, say ready, pick the toy up and play with her. Switch the leash to the flat collar though. We've done a good job of making that slip collar quite important.
Beau, ready?
Yeah, play.
Here you go. Let's play. Oh, good girl. Girl.
Dog like her, we just want to switch them up in and out of gears.
Oh, you
Okay,
got it.
come up.
Come on, come on,
Okay, now go down.
Let's go. Let's go.
So we'll switch it back down a gear once more time and then we'll put her up and it's good.
Oh, you got it. Come on, Beau. Look. Let's go. Yeah. Oh. Lost it. Ah, mine. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good girl. Good girl.
Very nice. Finish that game up for me.
Oh, all done.
Toy goes away where she can see it. Slip leash back on.
Okay.
Unclip the blue leash. Don't let her jump up on me. Not that I mind. Some people might not. Walk up and down here 3 times and then go put up in the car. Very nice job, Reed. Oh, go put her up for me. That's great. Well done. Good job.
Good girl. Good girl. There you go.
Yo, me again, 10 seconds. If you want to make the most out of all our videos, if you want a step-by-step guide, a free course worth £500, click the link in the description and download our free 100% free behavior bible. Super helpful. We had loads of reviews of how it's transformed dogs' life, and again, it's free. Go and click here, download it, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. Bye.
And turn. Yeah. Very nice. Good job. If you have to like bring the dog's head up, you have to correct the dog into position. Don't immediately then go and feed the dog. Let some time elapse. All right, so head comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can pay the dog. Don't correct feed, correct feed, correct feed. Very quickly you'll have to correct more and more, greater intensity, so on and so forth. And reoccurring theme has been a little bit of space between negative and positive feedback. We apply pressure and we yield. We reinforce the dog doing the thing. Hey, let's go. Commit. Have to commit. Does she have like a break command? Okay. So I need to like pop her into a sit and then give her a break and then let her sniff. Can't keep our dogs in a loose lead walk forever. 1, it's not that nice. 2, you'll end up like pressure cooking the dog a little bit. So just let them have a little bit of a expression on the break mode. Let them sniff and wee and poo and be a dog. For me, loose lead walking is a tool to get from A to B. And when I'm at B, I'm going to let my dog off leash. I never use loose lead walking to exercise a dog. No board and trains, none of my own dogs. It's a transportation tool. You're not going to outwalk your dog. For me, loose lead walking is just a tool to get from A to B. And then when they're there, we're going to play. I'm going to let them sniff or I'm going to let them off leash. That's literally it. That's how I'm going to meet my dog's needs. I don't enjoy this. My dog probably doesn't enjoy this. So why are we doing it? It's a safety thing, right? Of course, I get it. It's a necessity. Cool. And now give her a close or heel or whatever you want to use. Yeah. And now you've got to, I hate this term, but hold her accountable to that command. What? I don't know. Sounds a bit icky. Nice. We've looked a lot at controlling behaviors in dogs, right? In terms of not letting them express themselves, aka suppression. We're saying like, hey, you're not allowed to do that. And of course, through the use of our food and our markers, we're giving them opportunity to pick better choices, right? However, to avoid playing behavioral whack-a-mole and pushing behaviors around, we need to give our dog an opportunity to fulfill that expression in a constructive way, right? And so obviously I've talked about play a lot the last couple of days, and we've tried it, and you know, looking at a lot of the dogs, some are keen, some are not so keen. And so it's something we need to be very conscious of going forward, making sure we're trying to cultivate and develop our dog's desire to play, right? And if we don't give outlets, our suppression will only last so long. So what I want to talk about and maybe try and demonstrate today, depending on like what dogs we've got available to us, is just how to get the most out of playing with our dogs and how to compartmentalize the ingredients that are within reactivity and introduce them into play to give an adequate and appropriate substitution. What we don't realize is dogs will often go out of their way to look for negative reinforcement. Prime example, if you watch dogs play, you know, they're at each other's withers, they're tying each other in knots, they're nipping at each other and so on and so forth. And sometimes dogs will look for negative reinforcement as a means of fun through us, right? So the example I always give is my dog Stark and my girlfriend. So when Stark's bored, he decides to fuck with my girlfriend, right? And make her life hell. Because of when he jumps on the side or picks something up he shouldn't, she gets off her ass and chases him around the house, trying to like grab him and chase him round. Because she perceives that could be punishing to the dog, but in Stark's head, it's like a fun game to play. And so we must realize dogs will go out of their way to look for things that are negatively reinforcing through fun, for the most part. They're the kids that like to play touch football or football, looking for contact, looking for that physical element. And the reason it's genetically ingrained in them is because if they need to be physically robust and rehearse hunting skills with their social group so they can bring things down and be robust and resilient. And so, again, if we neglect to give them that outlet, they'll look for their own ways to achieve that. And a lot of the time, that's through unwanted behavior. Another prime example is the dogs that counter surf just to get a response from us, right? Hey, get off there. And they run off and like go to their bed. Again, they're just playing the spicy game of like, can I beat my human? And there's nothing really positive in them at that point. It's just the avoidance of negative is the positive. And so when we're playing with dogs, especially these dogs that are like hyper reactive, especially kind of like our Dutchies, our Malinois, but even our retrievers and the dogs in between, we must be really conscious to add in layers of the game that go beyond just playing with the ball, throwing the ball and bringing it back and like a little bit of tug. There must be some spice in that game if we want it to be an adequate substitute of reactivity. Hitting the end of the lead, absolutely lighten up, the pressure involved, the wrestle then we give to the dog. All of these spicy elements that we think, surely our dog isn't getting anything out of this. Well, in many instances they are. And so once we're conscious of that, and again, prime example is our sport dogs. Put them on the flat collar, we post up, we get the decoy agitating the dog. They're lighting up, they're going crazy. And they'll do that, and in that moment, you can see in the dog, this is euphoric. And it's the same for a lot of reactive dogs, it's the best part of their day. Of course, there are some anomalies, but for many dogs, it's the best part of their day, expressing themselves, being defensive, sending the other dog away. It's crazy adrenaline rush. You've got the dopamine of the reward of the dog going away. The come down feelings, you know, same feelings we'll get after rigorous exercise or HIIT training. Really important we are aware of the ingredients and we want to introduce them into the game. Something we need to be conscious of, how do we cultivate the drive in the first place? Although we can add bits and bobs into the game to make it more exciting for the dog, there are some things we can implement in the dog's life. We'll start with the obvious, like not leaving toys around. The whole point of a toy is to substitute prey, right? And if it's there for long enough and the dog, you know, is completely over it, it's going to lose its value. And this is only an early thing. Like, you could probably leave toys around the house all day for a couple of my dogs, and they're still going to find value in it because of the drive has been cultivated. But if we haven't got any drive in the dog to play, well, giving him access to something, because remember, deprivation is correlative with motivation, whenever he wants, he's probably not going to be all that bothered about it. And so we have the toys away. When we then do play with a dog, we make sure we're playing prior to the point of diminishing return, so before the dog gets bored. So we play, and as Reed mentioned yesterday, very good point, like how do you know when that point is? Well, you have to reach that point a couple of times and start spotting the signs. So the toys are away, we bring the toy out, we play, and for our pet dogs, miss, chase, catch, wrestle, strip, toy goes away. We go beyond the point of boredom. How you finish the game is likely how you're going to have to start the game next time. We don't want to put too much control on the game too early. If we start asking for drops and sits and downs and waits, we make the game work. We want to build the engine and fit the brakes after. So we build the dog's desire to want to play. And then after, we'll then start adding in a little bit of control. And that might just start with an out. Then it might be some sitting and so on and so forth. But don't try and add control over something the dog isn't yet motivated to do. I haven't got a means of payment yet to start getting the dog to work. So I see people playing with a dog, dog's excited a little bit, and then they're like, wait, and they start doing throws and retrieves and so on and so forth. But we want the dog absolutely clamming for that toy early doors, all right? Of course, there's gonna be like toy preference. Some dogs are gonna prefer balls, some dogs are gonna prefer tugs, some dogs are gonna prefer rags, and so on and so forth. That's gonna be dependent dog from dog, right? Obviously, when we get to the game, there's a couple of things we can do to try and make it more exciting. So I'm gonna play with this Malinois, and she's gonna have bags of drive. And then I'm gonna show you how I might start introducing a little bit of control. She's not my dog, so I'll go steady away. We'll see how it goes. She might not wanna play with me. But I want you to look for the hot and spicy elements as well. And then we're gonna get some of the other greener dogs out and see like if there's anything we can start introducing into the games to start making them more exciting for the dogs. Because if when your dog has an insatiable drive to play, you can literally empty the dog's fulfillment tank on demand, right? So if like Stark's being a bit of a dick, I'm just like, oh yeah, he didn't do bite work yesterday or whatever. Take him out, I play with him, he's a different dog. And I can like put that on command. So easy. If your dog doesn't play, well, we might have to run him. Or they just suppress, compress, and it's gonna come out. And so it's really important we're conscious about the following in terms of getting dogs to wanna play. Will you put that one on her for me? And keep that on as well. I want 2 leashes on her. Is she social, yeah? Yeah. Cool. Shh, 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 shh. Ready? Get it. Ah, clever, clever, clever. Ooh. Lass. Good girl. Yeah. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Good girl. We've seen a couple of spicy elements so far. Does she have an OUT, Mum? Okay. Drop. Drop. Okay. So I can add control into the game with this dog because I've got bags of engine, right? Drop. Get it. Cool. And there's a reason I got 2 leashes and 2 collars on. Good girl. Clever, clever. Clever, clever. Oh. Ah! Wah! She's got very natural push grip. She's a PSA dog. Wah! Wah! Hey. Wah! Ah! Ah! Drop. Hey, hey. Hey. Yes. Whoa! Drop. Oh, nice. Yes. Oosh. Wah. Whoa. Okay, she's got the toy. I'm playing the hot and spicy game. Like, she's got to catch me. She's got to stay with me. Good girl. Clever, clever. Clever, clever. Ah. Shh. 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 Sit, sit. No. Sit. Hey, no. Guess. Whoa! I punished her for losing it. Took her off us. Good girl. Clever. And what I'd like to see from this dog, whether she's a sport dog or a pet dog, drop, is her being able to discriminate between tools, get it, and I want her to pull into the flat collar. Yeah! That element of drag-ins for a reactive dog is so good for that substitution I was talking about. Think about the reaction itself. And so long as I'm careful in doing that on the right equipment, the flat collar, I'll fully admit I've picked up the wrong leash a couple of times since playing with her, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Clever. No. All done. All done. Now go put her up for me. So there's a contest there. I mean it. I'm in the game. There's theatrics. It's like WWE. I'm not like, oh, good dog. There you go. Your turn. She's got to feel like I'm invested. And we're genuinely contesting over that toy. And I would like to do the drag-ins. The out was nice. I want to get her speeding up with that out. I wouldn't worry about putting that out on any of the dogs really we've seen today, purely because we haven't quite got the engine there. When she has the toy, I'm also making it hard for her. It's not just like you get the toy and you get to keep it and fuck off with it. No, there's a second layer to the game as well. And there's all these little elements that compound to make the ingredient list for adequate substitution and expression. Another note on dogs that don't play. For a lot of dogs that don't play, they are getting their fix from something non-constructive and we don't realize it. And sometimes we have to bore the dog out through management, suppression, and maybe even obedience in order to cultivate motivation to play. We can say to the dog, would you like to do this? But if the dog is getting the fix, chasing cars, running up and down the fence, fence fighting, reacting to other dogs, he's like, I don't need that because of I get my kicks doing this. And so we need to sometimes limit and block what the dog has opportunity and access to in order to bore him to the point that we're like, hey buddy, we haven't had any fun in a while. Do you want to do this? And he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, okay, maybe. And we can then convince him that way that play is a better idea. I always start on a leash and then graduate to the longer leash. I start here, we play here. We start like throwing the ball down there, the dog chases the ball, picks it up and fucking goes off and sniffs. We start teaching the dog, the game starts at the eye of the tornado, which you can make yourself. You then yeet the toy and the dog's like, I need to get back there as quick as possible because that's where the fun's happening. Who wants to get a dog out to play with him? Yeah, let's go. You comfortable with what you're doing, Reed? You want to show me what you got? Wow. So a question on play and length of session. I believe you can play with a dog as long as you want, so as long as there's no like physical limitation in the dog, they're too young and so on. However, if you play without rules for too long, you'll just create an insatiable monster. And so long as you've got rules over the dog and control in play, I believe you can play as long as the dog wants to play. Yeah, you'll build some fitness capacity in the dog, and that's fine because I can just play with the dog a little bit more. I don't have a problem with that. But if I play with the dog uncapped for too long, I just create an engine that maybe one day I can't fit brakes to. And we've got flexi leash or... So you're getting fired up?
Yep.
How long is this, Sam? Do you know? 5? 10? Cool. Like feet or? Feet! Oh, I was about to yeet it. Same game. I just start playing keep away. Woo! Whee! As the dog picks up the toy, my job is always move away from the dog. All right, so we make you chase together. She gets the toy. I become a, oh no, oh no, we're about to go viral. Shit. Here you go, Reed, before I embarrass myself.
Oh no.
It's 10 feet. Have a little play. You're gonna throw the toy. As she catches it, you then move away. Get her excited over the toy. And you're gonna play within a 6 feet radius, just a little baby version of the game. Good. Go with, now away. It's all good. Lock her up. Yeah. No, that's fine. That was better than flying off and hitting the end. The world is the toy, and that's okay. Yeah. Good. Target 1, toy. Target 2, us. Get the toy, run. Catch, play. Whoop. That was fairly smooth. I thought I was going to go horribly wrong. Well done. My arse fell on the floor, I'll be honest. If anyone's interested in seeing a really good flexi lead injury, go and ask Suzanne before you leave today. Bad. The worst dog-related injury I've probably ever seen, and it was from a flexi lead. Cool, let's wrap the game up with an all done and go put her away. Looks like you both had a good time, that's great. We'll get here tomorrow morning, we'll start with play, and then we're going to take the dogs off site, a couple of different places. Do some work off site. All good? So I'm going to set off. Before I set off, heel. I'm going to take off with my left foot. Criteria. Nose in front of toes means I turn. Sweet spot, which is this, for longer than 4 seconds, means I pay. For now, that is the only 2 rules. Leave sweet spot, nose in front of toes, I right about turn, right shoulder. Sweet spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, and pay. Don't really mind how you do that. Not going to get into the intricacies. I keep going. Nose in front of toes, I turn. Teach the dog. If you want to go that way, I need you in the sweet spot. If you leave the sweet spot, we end up going the opposite way. There's no rush to get to the other side. There's obviously going to be competing motivators in front of us, and our dog may be drawn here. Small tip. If we've got our dog on our left, which most of us have, if not all of us, the fixture to where we attach the collar, or if we're on a slip collar, behind the dog's ear that is closest to us. Not on top, there. So when we turn, nice easy change of perspective and we're taking out the fight.
So yeah, obedience is one thing, but there are a few vital steps we need to address and boxes we need to tick if we want a truly calm, neutral, and happy dog. And I'll walk you through the exact steps in how to achieve that in this video right here.